Hey everybody, it's your girl Toyiah Marquis, and I want to thank you guys for checking in with me on my last video last week, where I talked about the characteristics that you must possess as an entrepreneur. Again, I'm with gumbumper.com. That's the entertainment news website. You know, we talk about all things entertainment and all things celebrity, but like I said before, we are venturing off into you know, just adding some videos and stuff like that to kind of help people, you know, because I do get a lot of emails and requests and questions from people wanting to know, you know, how to start a business. They want to know about marketing, they want to know about this and that. So I decided to just go ahead and take the leap and do some videos, some self-help videos. So hopefully, I hope I'm helping somebody, and if I am, if you have any questions, you can email me directly at celebjuice@gumbumper.com, and I'll be happy to answer your questions and give you any help that you might need. Okay, I'm not saying that I can help you, you know, start your business or fund it or anything like that, but I can help you with some advice and just some ideas and stuff like that. Okay. So as promised, we're going to be talking about branding. I do have notes because some of the topics that I discuss on these videos will be lengthy, and they will, you know, contain a lot of information, and I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys all the right information. I don't want to just do a video and give you guys half-ass, you know, stuff. I want to give it to you straight, you know, and I want to be able to help people. So don't mind me if I'm looking at my notes just a little bit, but I'm trying to, you know, do my best to help someone. Today, like I said, we're going to be talking about branding. What is branding? Branding is the marketing practice of creating a name, a symbol, or a design that identifies or differentiates your business or your product from other products and services. What exactly does branding mean? Simply put, your brand is your promise to your customer. It tells them what they can expect from your products and your services. It also differentiates your offering from that of your competitors. Your brand is derived from who you are, who you want to be, and who you want people to perceive you as. Are you innovative? Are you, you know, a maverick in your industry? Are you experienced? Are you reliable? Is your product high cost, high quality? Is it the low cost or high value option? You can't be both. You have to be one. So that's how you need to know what your brand is. You can't be all things to all people, so you must really hone in on what it is that you want your brand to be. So today we're going to talk about what it takes to create your brand. The foundation of your brand is your logo. And let's see, your logo will pretty much be like your mark. Like this card right here, this is my card for iBrand Matchmaker, which is our international trade company. And this right here is our logo. So it's that little circle swirly things like a world, and it's colorful because we are international. So that right there is our logo, our service mark. Same thing, you know. So it's iBrand Matchmaker International Trade, and you can see it here. So basically, your logo is how you want to integrate, you know, how you want to communicate your brand with your customers. You want to use it on your packaging, on your marketing materials, and anything that you put out with your name on it. Your brand strategy is how, what, when, where, and to whom you plan on communicating and delivering your brand messages to. We'll be back. Okay, so also where you advertise is part of your brand strategy. Your distribution channels are also a part of your brand strategy, and what you communicate visually and verbally is part of your brand strategy too. So you want to be very clear on what it is that you are putting out to your customers and to the world, that everything is consistent. So you want to use your logo on your website, on your marketing materials, your promo materials, just everything that has your company name you want to associate your logo with. You want to stay consistent, because the consistent strategic branding leads to a stronger brand quality. It gives you a stronger brand equity, which means the added value brought to your company's product or services, it allows you to charge more for your product or your service. And it allows you to charge more than somebody that's identical, like your competitor that may not be doing the same thing that you're doing. So the most obvious example that I could give you guys is like, let's say Nike versus Pro-Wing, okay? The name that's associated with it. Because Nike has built a powerful brand equity behind their name, they can charge more for their product, and customers will want to pay a higher price because of that name. The added value to brand equity frequently comes in the form of perceived quality or emotional attachment. Say for instance, like Nike, they have Michael Jordan, or they use star athletes or actors and stuff like that to promote their brand. And people, you know, if they like Michael Jordan, they're gonna, you know, have an emotional attachment. They're gonna trust him, and then they're gonna go purchase the shoe. So that's what you want to do. You know, you want to hope that your customers would transfer their emotional attachment from their the star to your product. So, for instance, for Nike, it's not just the shoes that actually sell; it's the attachment of that celebrity with that brand. So defining your brand is like a journey for your business. It's like a self-discovery for your business. It can be difficult, it can be time-consuming, and it can be uncomfortable because you really don't know, you know, what you want to do until you actually sit down and you think about how you want to portray your brand to the world. Because you really don't want to send out a mixed message. You don't want to put something out and then come back and change it. You want everything to stay consistent, as I said before. And at the very least, here are some questions that you can ask yourself. So get your pen and paper and write these down, because I'm trying to help you guys create your brand and figure out your brand strategy. These are some of the questions that you may want to ask yourself. So the first thing is, what is your company's mission? So like I said, what is your company's mission? What are the benefits and features of your products or services? What do your customers and prospects already think of your company? What qualities do you want them to associate with your company? Do your research. You need to learn your customers' needs. You need to know their habits, their desires, who they currently support, and you need to know your prospective customers. And don't rely on what you think. No, you want to know what your customers think. Okay. Once you've identified your brand, how do you get the word out? And here are a few time-tested tips that we use on getting our brand out. You got to get that great logo, like we discussed before. Your logo is a mark that identifies your company. Like let's say, for instance, Coca-Cola, they have that the circle mark. So sometimes you can just see that circle mark without even seeing their name, and you know, you can identify what that mark is. You can associate that with Coca-Cola. Pepsi, same thing. You know, pretty much the big names, they have logos that are easily identifiable just by looking at it without even having the name attached to it. So you need to write down your branding message. What are the key messages that you want to communicate about your brand? Every employee should be aware of your brand attributes. Integrate your brand. Branding extends to every aspect of your business. How you answer your phone, how you treat your customers, what you say to your salespeople, what your salespeople say on their calls, your email signature, just everything about what you put out there. It should all reflect what you're trying to portray with your brand. It should be honest. It should be real. You need to create a voice for your company that reflects your brand. The voice should be applied to all written communication and incorporated in the visual imagery of all your material. So that means online and offline. Is your brand friendly? Is your brand controversial? Is it risky? Is it formal? You should get the gist of that. So just take everything that I said in consideration when you're trying to figure out what your brand is, and you're trying to come up with a brand strategy. You need to develop a tagline. Write something that's memorable, something that's meaningful. So, as I was saying, you need to develop a tagline that's memorable, that's meaningful, and that's concise with what your brand is. This statement needs to capture the essence of your brand. So, for instance, like we have a company called So She Cosmetics. Plug, that's www.soshecosmetics.com, and our tagline is, it's so you, it's so me, it's so she. So what you need to do with your tagline, it needs to be your brand's promise. It needs to be consistent with what you're delivering. So what you need to do is you need to design templates and create brand standards for your marketing materials and for anything that you put out. Use the same color scheme, use the same logo placement, use the same logo, and that same look and feel throughout all of your materials. So all of your marketing materials, like I said, your website, just anything that you put out with your company's name, it should all look the same and feel the same. You don't need to be fancy, you just need to be very consistent. Be true to your brand. Customers won't return if you don't deliver on your brand's promise. Be consistent. That's the main key, is being consistent when it comes to branding. Just staying the same. And when you start to figure out what your brand determine what your brand really is and where you want to go with it, just kind of, just like I said, hone in on it and make it complete, make it the best. This tip, it involves all of the above. The most important tip on this list is, if you can't do this, your brand will be an epic fail. So with that in mind, just make sure that consistency is one of the key elements that you use when you are creating your brand and your brand strategy. Again, I'm Toyiah Marquis, checking in from gumbumper.com, the celebrity entertainment news resource website. You can email me at celebjuice@gumbumper.com directly, and I will answer any question, or I will take your suggestions or anything that you might need. So like I said, I hope that I'm inspiring someone and I'm helping someone to create their business and actually go out there and do what they're passionate about. So I'll talk to you guys next week when we talk about let's see, like I said, we'll talk about social media and why you need to use it with your business and what why it's so important. Thank you for checking in, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.